The Racemaster holster is being used around the world by many of the top shooters in our sport. It's designed to offer a stable, solid support to the pistol, holding the gun only on the trigger guard. And in most cases that is a sufficient solution. Over the years though, we did have customers saying, I wish we had a muzzle support. Muzzle supports, which protect the muzzle of the gun and offer a pin usually that's inserted into the muzzle, offer a couple of advantages, one of which being that they prevent the gun from being dislodged from below. With any holster that does not have a muzzle support, if the holster is unlocked, it is possible to dislodge the gun by pushing up from below the muzzle. In that situation, the holster can lose retention. Obviously, the locking mechanism can solve that problem, but if the holster was not locked, the muzzle support could have prevented the problem. Another issue that can come up without the muzzle support is the inability to totally stabilize a gun which has a round trigger guard, such as in the case of the 1911 type pistols. The fact that this holster body fits the gun very nicely doesn't prevent a small degree of motion between the gun and the holster. And what's in effect happening here is that the round trigger guard is rotating through the slide lock cut, and we're unable to prevent that slight wobble, that slight amount of movement without the muzzle support. So quite recently we introduced the optional muzzle support to the Racemaster holster line. The new holsters being produced today include an M8 threaded hole on the bottom of the holster, which is there for those customers that choose the additional accessory of the muzzle support. With that hole in place, you can simply thread on the muzzle support. There's a small hole which allows you to lock it up firmly. You can use a drop of Loctite as well to prevent that from opening. The muzzle support platform is fully adjustable. You can adjust the length for different types of guns with or without the compensator. And you can move the pin, the muzzle pin, forward and backwards to fit the type of gun that you're using with your holster. Once the muzzle support is assembled and adjusted for the type of pistol you want to fit in the holster, you'll see that muzzle pin fits into the barrel of the gun, and in this position there's going to be no movement between the holster body and the pistol, as it's now retained in 2 points on the trigger guard and on the front muzzle. So this is the optional muzzle support for the Racemaster holster. There is an additional part which functions as a revolver adapter if you need to move that platform further forward, and we also offer extended longer vertical rods for those really long barrels, usually for revolvers over 6-inch long. These accessories are available for the Racemaster line on doublealpha.biz.